it's a party one kind of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Ready, break.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for a Jaguar. Hey,
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. And the Raiders have got him. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
That's good for a Jaguars. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Etienne. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and goal, Lawrence forced out to his left. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On play action, now Carr. Flushed out right. Open man, that's Renfro. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
They go play action now. Lawrence rolling to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Lawrence will try again after the pick six. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The Jaguars at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come into this with knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
On 2nd and 2, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Bilal Nichols in there to take him down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Lawrence will throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Lambo to add on the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so they dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams, 46 yards. And the Raiders are able to move back in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, exit.
Now Lawrence. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
A first down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On play action, it's Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he missed it. It's no good. And it will keep this a 3-point game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Play action, now it's Carr. Try to lay one up deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now, the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Carr finding Waller there for the Vegas first. Here's Carr. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Derek Carr scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Now Lawrence to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Looking downfield for Jones. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Looking deep for Adams. They've got his man complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big play there for Vegas. 47. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jet sweep. Carr backs it forward.
Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 5. Carr. He's got it. Touchdown. Josh Jacobs. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's got it inside the 10. It'll be first and goal when we come back. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Look at me. Sit down.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
It's complete to Cole. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Complete to Christian Kirk. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 7 yards at the Raiders' 32-yard line.
80 weapons. Hey, Alpha.
On 2nd and 1, Lawrence steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on now is the kicker, Josh Lambo. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, now Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. He will push his way down to about the 14. He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakin.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, they could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Come on, set. Hey, high 7. Go.
A final shot now for Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Las Vegas, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah. Crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah. Got power from my head and my feet. Yeah. This colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow. Follow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the streets before I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into a million. In the discussion, had a TED talk with the higher me. Show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling drugs. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, maybe so you gon' see. Yeah. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dance and them wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mama mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the crap. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give but think of us. Duck jab hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they